Tracy is going to give us our grammarian and all counter report.
Thank you. I think this is one of the most challenging jobs of the meeting because you have to not get lost in the dazzling content of what they're speaking about, which is very tempting with both of our speakers today because it was very interesting and timely information. And I have to remember that I'm not just listening to what you're saying, I'm listening to your grammar. I did not catch any ums or ahs. And what they ums and ahs seem to be are a nervous filler. Ron, no. Trevor, I caught one in your, anybody who opened their mouths today, I think I was listening. Trevor, I think I caught one. Susanna, welcome as a guest. I'm sorry, I'm going to give you had a couple of ums, but just because of this feedback right now, I guarantee you're going to be on the lookout. But for a brand new speaker, that's fabulous. You were just maybe two or three. Roman, there was one and then repeating a word is also something that we do. We say but, and you're not conscious of it, but I hear it. Ken, there were a couple of us. And one of the things I noticed with several people is when you start off, you kickstart your speech or your words with ah. And that's something that if you get conscious of it, maybe that could cut one out. Another thing, when you're looking for the term, Ken, I noticed that when you were trying to remember the name of the camera, there was a pause and an slipped out. So those are ways that it's not geared to anybody specific, but they're just ways when we're trying to recall the term that we're going to process through our mouth. Sometimes we pause and an or an comes out, or some other similar nervous word. And then when we are asked a table topic question, sometimes we kickstart with an And those were what I noticed today. And a few of you, James, used the pandemic in your topic about equipment, and Bert used it as well. Thank you for challenging me by giving me this position today. That's all I have. Back to you, Miss General Evaluator.